Yeah. Will I? Okay, there we go.
Okay, so ball after ball after ball going out
One
of the
here,
park.
the second one there. Everyone's just trying to
Rohit, just
go back alive, basically
yeah,
uninjured.
I've got your protection, so I know I've got
Yeah.
fragile protection,
My
much like
protection is
Pakistan too.
running away.
Oh,
Now I
today you've changed it. You've changed it.
because
Ashok has also
I've got my laptop to save. Okay.
no.
So
There is no question of saving laptop. So Ashok,
of
today
course,
she's changed track. She's saying
of
she has
course,
to
there is
change.
a question of
She's
saving my laptop.
going to save her laptop, not you and me.
What about helmets? Providing helmets for us.
So what are you
That's it.
producer for?
I will. This is my producer setup. I will take this up and run away. My
Chair.
I am
Arrange a chair if you want to join the live.
as a producer. My priority is keeping my all my equipment safe. But before we get to that, should we break the hockey thing?
Please do. Please do.
All right, so we have a breaking news from the hockey world. Obviously, it was reported just a little while back that UP Rudras, the team in Hockey India League, had pulled out of the league, claiming that there's no financial viability in the long term, that they don't want to lose money and all of that. Of course, after that, that's a long way back. And of course, after that, there is a concern among the players about what what will happen next, because you see, only last year there was an auction. India's uh, India's vice captain Hardik Singh is also in that team, who was then sold for 77 lakhs. So a lot of these players are sort of uh, worried about what is going to happen and which team they will play for, what the future of the league will be for them. But we've spoken to Bholanath Singh, the general secretary of Hockey India, and he's given assurance to us and to players that no matter what happens in the league, no matter which corporate or which team or which franchise he pulls out, that they have the best interest of the players in mind,
And they will
and
protect the
and
players.
they will protect them. I was just about to say that be it mentally, be it financially, they will always put the players first and make sure that the players are protected. So that's the breaking news from the hockey world.
Correct. So just to add a couple more lines to what Gargi just said about the hockey world, Bholanath Singh has also assured that the Hockey India League will be on exactly the time that it's supposed to be. The number of teams at this point in time, 7 and 4, that is something that we will have to wait and see what happens. But he is very confident that the Hockey India League will continue in all its glamour and will continue in all its robustness. He even says that Hockey India will play a more active role in the league from maybe this year or next year. So that's the update that we are getting from the Hockey India League. So players' interests will be protected, is what. थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओ भरत, नहीं तो you'll fall. Yeah. So that's the update that we are getting from the hockey world. So that's Gargi's breaking news. She's spoken to multiple players, and she's also spoken to Bholanath Singh, the General Secretary of Hockey India. We will give you a written copy. She'll write a detailed piece as well. Shall we move to cricket now?
Absolutely. So, where do we start? Do we start with the press conference? Because we still haven't given an update on what
Please do.
Ryan Ten Doscathe has
Please
said
do.
in the press conference. So, 4 or 5 highlights of what has really happened. Questions were asked of, obviously, there is still a spotlight on India versus Pakistan. Starting with obviously that one picture or that one video of Haris Rauf going viral on Twitter, on social media, him making those provocative gestures. And Ryan was asked about it, and could credit to Ryan for handling it very, very well. Him saying that, our mantra is, or our motto here is, that we respect everyone and we fear no one. And we're going to go out there and do what we do best. We're going to win the matches and not care about anything else. He also said that it was kind of disappointing to see Haris Rauf do all of that, but the messaging is they don't really care. All they care about is the cricket that they play. The second highlight would be obviously Shubman Gill, and this was your question about why Shubman Gill, Abhishek Sharma, and Varun Chakravarti opted for that practice session on their rest day ahead of the India-Pakistan game. So Ryan Ten Doscathe gave an explanation that Shubman Gill wasn't really satisfied, obviously, with his performance in the India-Oman game. Also, ahead of that game, there was a lot of travel, to Abu Dhabi, which is why there wasn't. He did not get enough time to prepare in the way that he wanted to. He wasn't satisfied with his preparation, which is why then he asked for that practice session to happen. Abhishek Sharma also tagged along when he heard that Shubman Gill was going, and Varun Chakravarti also came through and bowled a few and got some practice in. And obviously, after that it was Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma who won you that game. The third highlight here would be about Jasprit Bumrah.
Please, yes.
Jasprit Bumrah, it was asked about his workload management, about whether or not he will be rested in one of the Super 4 games, but Ten Docathe made it very clear that he's not being rested because it's not much workload. And he also said that ahead of the India-West Indies Test series, that it's good practice for the fast bowler.
Okay. Bharat, your...
Anything,
why don't you go to Ashok for his points and then I'll go to Bharat.
Yeah.
I thought the press conference was actually quite a mature tone of voice. I think what I found Ryan speak about was, first of all, cognizance of the fact that the players are there is a fair amount of mental stress on the players. He was also cognizant of the fact that Haris Raw's actions, are what they are. He didn't really want to comment on them. But he really talked about how the players have carried themselves during the tournament, and he's very proud of it. And I think the ball is coming towards us and just about 8 feet away. So I thought taking cognizance of the situation rather than turning a blind eye and saying everything is hunky-dory, I thought that was the first thing that registered for me. The second was really the focus on the cricket. I think it's been, like I keep saying, that it's been an object lesson in crisis and stress management that the Indian team has demonstrated. Everyone from Captain Surya Kumar Yadav to Gautam Gambhir, the coach, to the team management, to the assistant coaches, the way the press conference has been handled, the way the bowlers have conducted themselves, the way they have been on social media, the way they have resorted to tongue-in-cheek comments where required, all speaks of a very collective, well thought through story, and I think hats off to that. I thought that the only other question that came up was, besides all the points that you made, Gargi, was on Sanju Samson, and he addressed the point about Sanju at number 5, and they reaffirmed that they have faith that he is their number 5 pick, and that they are ready to give him time to come good. I thought that was pretty reassuring as well. So I think at least from the press conference that I've seen, I'm seeing the press conference address itself maturing over a period of time. Bharat?
I just want to add a point on Sanju Samson. With press conferences, I don't really go as per what the cricketer or the assistant coach says, because I've seen it many times that they say something and they end up doing something else when it comes to selections. So I'm not very sure whether that's what the Indian management is thinking, because they would be keeping an eye on Sanju Samson. Whatever I've seen of Samson, he likes to play on the rise. He likes to play through the line. So I'm not very sure he's suited to bat at number 5. But that is the current position that he holds. I would like to see him bat in top 3, but again, Tilak Verma is there in the jigsaw puzzle. He also struggles a bit against spin bowling. In that regard, India can definitely look at Jitesh Sharma. I think he's one of the better players of spin when it comes to batting lower down the order. But as it is, he's sitting out of the lineup. Yes, a question was asked about Jasprit Bumrah as well, and Indian management seem to be happy with how he has bowled in this Asia Cup. But if you ask me, I will just make a bold prediction. I feel that he's lost a little bit of nip. That is how it feels like ever since the start of the Old Trafford Test. It is for Bumrah to get it back. If you ask experts, they will tell that maybe with someone like Bumrah, he doesn't have that long run up. He has that shortish run up. So when he doesn't get that pace up, he maybe is perhaps muscling through the crease a little more, and that is when he has that kind of lateral flexion. So I feel he's lost a little bit of nip, but the Indian management seemed to be happy with how he's bowling, and rest of it obviously was about the India-Pakistan, was about the verbal altercations, was about all those heated exchanges.
Okay, so that's the summary of the press conference. Let me go back to Gargi. Gargi, quickly, whatever you've seen of the practice between you and Ashok.
All right, so quite a routine practice, nothing new happening over here. Right now, we're seeing who's in that first net.
By the way, Kuldeep did come to practice.
Yeah.
Somebody said infinite learner. Kuldeep did come to practice. He actually
just
just went for the bus. Yes.
Yes, so we're seeing again Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill, and the rest of the batters as well, hitting long shots. Quite clean and good hitting from the batters here. We saw some good shots coming towards us as well. Once again, our safety was threatened, and there we go, another one. This one's okay. Olin will save us.
Oh, he's the worst bowler.
That's his job as the media manager to save
He's
the
the
media.
worst bowler.
Nobody.
We have his video of that ball.
No, but it's a routine practice. Nothing new happens. So
Some
that's
huge
a
shots.
long. It's a long six.
Who's
Let's
it
go
now?
on.
Who's at the first net?
Surya, I think.
No, the left-hander.
Oh, sorry.
Abhishek, is it?
Oh, I can't. Really
Yes.
cannot. See.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that's Abhishek.
it is Abhishek Sharma.
Who else would hit like that?
He's hitting
Gone
crazy again.
crazy.
Look at that. And the second net is also who's in the second net? Right-hander.
Is that Shivam?
No, Shivam just left. I saw.
No, I
it's
think
Harshit Rana, right?
Yeah, the height
there
is.
are only a few people that are that tall in the team.
Harshit Rana.
That's Harshit or Shivam. Either of those two.
Shivam just left. I saw.
No,
Harshit
he
has-
left, but maybe padded up and came back.
Yeah, I think it's Harshit Rana.
Is it? Okay. That's another big one. Who is that?
First net is Abhishek Sharma.
Over
Second net is Harshit Rana. Third net, who is that? Shivam Dubey.
That Shivam. Ekdam last mein.
Yes, Shivam Dubey.
He's wearing a chest guard. as well.
Shivam Dubey is in the third net. Harshit Rana is in the second net, and Abhishek Sharma is in the first.
Or an abdomen guard as well. Okay.
Jitesh Sharma doing keeping drills. And Bharat Ramraj keeping a close eye.
Yeah. How's Rinks looking? As high-spirited as always. He
There's
took
another
some-
one.
He's good ricochet.
Everyone's safe.
Oh,
Another one.
These are big sixes being hit by the Indians
Oh,
all
this
over.
is coming.
There's another one. Take it. Who's taking it? Nobody.
That
Molin,
was
you're such a
Molin's
bad fielder, yaar. No IPL contract for you. You should have taken that. No IPL contract.
He will be taking the IPL contract. He will be making it. Okay, how is Rinku looking? Rinku is looking great, as high-spirited as always.
But what is happening here? Somebody's getting married or what?
No,
Navratri
Garba.
time, man.
Navratri Garba.
Dubai diaspora is celebrating.
Okay.
Wish I see Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh is doing his fielding drills right here. He's taking catches.
Should I show them?
Yeah,
go,
sure.
Go over there. And
Sure.
You will have to hold this then. I will. Don't say anything. You have the mic, huh? Okay, I will turn the camera around. I hope that's better.
So Gargi is showing you Jitesh
I
Sharma.
can't zoom in any
There you
more
see.
than that, but
T. Dilip
that's
is giving
Jitesh.
him catching drills. So T. Dilip is giving him catching drills. He's doing that. There you can see Gargi is sort of gone there and showing you the nets. And I think you can also get a glimpse of the nets. Rev Sports Hindi trending in UAE. Wow, nice.
What happened?
Rev Sports Hindi is trending in UAE.
Why? For good stuff, na?
Very good. Fantastic. Well done, Shubhan and Rohit and everybody associated here. Rev Sports Hindi is trending in UAE, but I hope Gargi has given the viewers a glimpse of Jitesh was right? Jitesh,
Yeah,
yes.
Jitesh.
So Jitesh was trading there. I hope you guys are happy with that. So good to see that.
So just to come in, one thing today, I must add that the conditions look a little muggy, and there is some amount of humidity. It's not as pleasant as it has been in the last 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure if this is going to continue over, but it does look a little bit more hotter at this time of the night. It's around 8:30 here. This is a bit unusual. I hope these conditions improve.
Somebody is asking, is this Monet Morkel shirt?
Definitely not. Obviously, I took his photo. Monet Morkel, one of those cricketers that I really liked when he was playing for South Africa, made him remember about the Durban Test in 2006 when he made his Test debut and bowled to a lot of Indian batters. But coming back to practice session, the one point I just want to add is about Arshdeep Singh. I thought this is the fastest I've seen him bowl in the net sessions in Dubai, at least in this Asia Cup. So that's a good news for Arshdeep Singh's fans.
If the catch comes, Priyanshu is asking, can you take it and save us?
One definitely.
I'll take the mic. Can you take the catch and save us? Priyanshu is asking. Don't worry, Bharat Head is there to save you. He's good at catching. Ask any Indian.
Catching, I'm not 100% sure.
That's fine. Na, bolo.
It ball a little bit of medium pace. I'm not very sure about catching, especially the way they're hitting. Coming back to it, good news for Arshdeep Singh's fans because he's bowling quite quick. Today he bowled quite quick. That's the quickest I've seen in net sessions here in Dubai in Asia Cup. And Shivam Dube played a lot of big shots.
No, I've got his.
A lot of strokes down the ground.
How bad he is. Ask him.
Played a lot of strokes down the ground and wide off long on.
And listen to this. I also have his good balls. When he gets his IPL contract, I'll put out the worst ball and he will give me a share of the money. I have the video. वो तो bribe किया है उसने. After me. What? After me he was the quickest. So your speed is like Bharat. So I don't take that seriously. Can you imagine Shubhan bowling with the 20 cigarettes that he smokes every day? It's not going anywhere.
All this is banter. I don't believe any of this.
Second ball reasonably quick.
There comes Bharat.
If you want to, you can face.
Maybe one pre-show we should do.
so
Actually
bad.
batting and bowling. What do you think?
Bharat will bowl, Gargi will field, Shubhan will. I will bat. Okay, you bat. Ashok, I am umpire. And you are match referee.
I'm match referee. The most coveted position.
Chalo, acha practice
Yeah,
updates.
that's it. Shivam Dube played really well. Played a lot of lofted strokes down the ground, and wide off long on. So that was good to see because he was really struggling with the bat in the recent past. He seemed like he was lacking in confidence. So that's about it. And Jitesh Sharma again, he looked quite good. The one player who didn't look good was actually India's captain Surya Kumar Yadav. I think he was a bit scratchy. Fingers crossed he will come good.
All right, so that was the update. Shreyansh Jain is asking, has everyone responded to T. Dilip's mail? What mail?
Well, no, they joked about it, right? Saying that he has sent an email to all the players for dropping the catches in the match against Pakistan.
Oh.
But that was the other thing that I think we saw in the practice today. A lot of high catches and a lot of emphasis on the practice. Coach Ryan also spoke about it in the press conference. But I did see the players going out there and giving it their best shot in terms of some of the skiers.
What is your take on Shreyas Iyer?
I was just about to say that. There are a lot of people are talking about Shreyas Iyer at this point. Getting that opportunity, getting to captain the team, he returns.
Yeah, and he's mailed the BCCI and Rohit and Shubhan were coming and telling me, you told me in the afternoon when I said wait and first find out that he's mailed the BCCI is taking a break from red ball cricket. I'm not getting a good sense of this, to be honest. I'm not getting a very good sense of it. Would he have been considered? Is he kind of opting out? Does he know something? Is there a previous story to that between Shreyas and the selection committee? Is that kind of playing out? He's written that he wants to take a break. Where is this headed? Does this kind of bring his red ball cricket to a peculiar crossroad? The truth is, it's only happening with Shreyas Iyer and not the best things happening with Shreyas Iyer. Does it also mean that red ball cricket is not something that he's keen on, or his body doesn't hold up? So is it a permanent question? Will he only play white ball cricket going forward? Plenty of questions. And all we know at this point in time, we know quite a bit. Sadly, you can only watch out. You can only speak, up to a bit. But Bharat, now that he's made it public, do you think Shreyas Iyer's red ball is kind of now in a slippery slope?
Yeah, I have to agree that it's pretty much in jeopardy as far as his red ball career is concerned. First of all, there is a school of thought that he struggles against the short ball, though he's improved against it in the recent past. And when you say something like this about your back problem, then selectors will start to think whether we should invest in this particular player, because there are younger players, at least relatively younger players coming through. And as you know, Karan Nair is still in the mix, though I'm not very sure about his game against fast bowling. But he's still in the mix, and it will be a struggle for Shreyas Iyer, especially in the backdrop of the fact that people still think that he has an issue against short ball. People still think he has he has an issue against movement, and then something like this comes up. Then you start to wonder whether Shreyas Iyer's red ball career is basically maybe coming to an end. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he will make a comeback at some point of time, because he's still a good player of spin.
Gargi and Ashok, your thoughts? Is this kind of crossroad for Shreyas Iyer in red ball cricket?
I'm quite disappointed with the way that things panned out, because if you look at the past couple of years or past 3 years in isolation, that little fallout happened between Shreyas Iyer and the BCCI, where he was ousted from the BCCI contracts because he wasn't playing enough domestic games. Then he really made a comeback into the circuit, and he did it with performance. It's not as if he did. He did it with performance. He made the bad talk and he made a comeback. And like Bharat also pointed out, Shreyas Iyer to me has always been that one missing puzzle piece when it comes to India's batting against spin, especially in Indian conditions. And that's what I always have thought that Shreyas Iyer would be perfect for. Now that this is not happening, and Shreyas Iyer would add so much to this young test team with his experience as the captain. He is one who has been in the circuit for so long. He would add a lot of value to that team. But we don't know what the exact issue is. We know that he's written about some back issues, some fatigue, and whatever the issue is at this point, you wanted Shreyas Iyer to be there for Indian Test cricket.
Straight answer, it could well be that he's at the crossroads. That's what I think. Now, there are 2 points here. One is that, playing at this level requires a certain level of fitness, a certain level of rigor and application, which is not easy, which is quite difficult. Now, we don't know the exact reasons why he decided to pull out and go back. But having said that, I think the manner of doing this seems to be a bit of a knee-jerk, and I hope that this is not ill-advised a move that he's making. Because one, there is a pipeline of talent welling up and saying we are ready to take over if you were to step away. Two, I think that man has proven himself in the recent past. There have been skirmishes, so there must be something more to it than meets the eye. But I'm not comfortable with the way things have panned out in the manner in which he has dealt with it.
Fascinating. I mean, it's a disappointing. It is a disappointing thing, I have to say, as far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned. I mean, this is when you are. But tell me something. I mean, did you not think? I don't know if it's a recurring injury or whatever it is, and he wants to take a break, or what is the story? But if he was made captain, yeah. But if he was made captain of the India A team, did he? At that point in time, he accepted the captaincy. He went ahead and did it, and I don't know. I mean, is there something that we don't know? Is there something that not meets the eye? And
that's my question, right? Did something happen after the first game where he realized that his body is not holding up, or was it always an issue and Shreyas Iyer just wanted to try it out? What was the clarity, or what was the conversation, communication happening between BCCI and Shreyas Iyer at that point?
Here, I would actually,
because if Shreyas Iyer knew, why didn't he communicate it before he took up the captaincy?
I would actually want Ajit to clarify this, or the board to clarify this, because Ajit's here. I just saw him here. I think in Dubai, and there has to be transparent
Yes,
communication
absolutely.
as far as the Shreyas Iyer issue is concerned. I mean, is he going to be considered? Is there a real issue with fitness? Is there a real issue with back? Is it a temporary break? Is it a permanent break? How long a break is it for? Is it like an Ishan Kishan thing? I don't want to play cricket. What is the point? Is it like Hardik Pandya that your body will not hold up for red ball? Whatever it is, we need to know. So I think there has to be some kind of transparency as far as the Shreyas Iyer issue is concerned. Do you want to say something?
See, one thing I would like to add is if Shreyas Iyer indeed has a back problem, then it's 100%. Then he's 100% right when not looking at red ball cricket as one of his main formats. Because if you have a back problem, we have seen it in Michael Atherton at the fag end of his second half of his career. He was averaging 41 in Test cricket. It went down to 37.29, mainly because of his back problem. What used to happen was his footwork became a bit static, and his bat lift used to come right from the gully region, and you used to get caught behind against Glenn McGrath a lot of times. So playing with a back problem, Test cricket, uh, when it is about 5 days of Test cricket, it's very difficult. So if it's a back problem, then it's 100% right that Shreyas Iyer is not looking at red ball cricket as one of his main formats.
There is a question which I must address. I mean, Indian supporter says, I don't praise KL Rahul. I've been maximum trolled when I pushed KL Rahul's case in Australia. If you go and ask KL Rahul if there was anybody who was standing by him during that Karan Johar controversy, he will tell you who stood by him. Go and ask KL Rahul. I don't need to even say, go ask KL Rahul that Boria Majumdar claims he stood by you at that point in time and backed you. Go and ask. Go check with him. You know, before you make your tall comments and make yourself this is what you do, trolling. I mean, I don't care for jerks, you know that, but when you make such comments, you must think about it twice. And even in England, the only thing that we've done is back KL Rahul. So kindly refrain from just making loose comments and making yourself a fool.
Okay. Final few minutes on the show. Let me see if there are any comments that we.
Okay, I'm also told Kolkata is much better. The sky has cleared up, no rain. So folks, pray for Kolkata, pray for pujas. And I'm also told that there's no waterlogging at the moment anymore. So if that is the case, that is fantastic. That is fantastic news as far as I'm concerned.
Sabhi Randhawa is asking, Iyer may again be removed from the BCCI contracts? Question mark.
If he's part of the white ball team, why? Yeah, Hardik Pandya plays white ball. Shreyas Iyer can continue to play white ball. Why should he be removed from the contract unless it's a disciplinary issue or it's some issue like that? If he's given in writing, pulling out from one format doesn't mean that anybody has to be removed from the contract. There has to be transparency, yes, but I would need to know that. So the point here is if Shreyas Iyer goes to Australia as a white ball player, I still think he's a very, very good white ball 50 over player. There's no question that he should not go to Australia. So why should he be removed from the contract?
Okay, so there's Dex asking, like the Asia Cup, should there also be a Sena Cup?
That's a good question. If there is a Sena Cup, it will be a
It'll
very
be so
it'll
interesting
be
to watch.
fascinating with the top teams of the world. Ashok, you want to address that Sena Cup?
Yes, you know, that question reminds me of the other point that we had talked about, an Afro Asian tournament.
I
So
was part of the original planning of that when Jogoda started the Afro Asia Cup. It was a tournament for a while, but yeah, you keep it. It was a tournament for a while, the Afro Asia Cup. And I also heard that last year there was a talk of it getting revived. But the Sena Cup is an interesting one. I don't think ever anybody has tried the Sena Cup.
yeah, I think I'm a strong believer that you need innovation in format, innovation in the way you look at these tournaments, and not just continue because historically they've been successful. You continue with the same one because people are expecting, fans are expecting new developments, new innovation, and something like this is bound to test the players. I think more than, if I may just go a little radical, more than the Asia Cup, this would be something that would test the players far more. So I would give my full vote for that.
Final question to you, Boria. Shreyas Jain is asking, can you pitch India, Australia, England tri-series? Can you do it?
That's not my job. Absolutely not. Why should I pitch to anyone? I can pitch it to you guys, to my viewers. My job is profoundly different. But the powers that be, I mean, I'm sure they've been thinking about it and they know that what it can fetch. There have been multiple tri-series in the past. Tri-series was a regular feature, especially in Australia, also in India. but I don't think tri-series is that viable anymore with so many. I do think Test match cricket has taken a different note with WTC. I also think Champions Trophy and World Cup and everything being almost every year. So you have bigger competitions. You have bigger competitions every year. You had the Champions Trophy earlier this year. You will have the World Cup in 27. So I do think I understand what you're talking about, that you want the three best teams to play, though I doubt if England is one of the best teams. But fair enough. I mean, that is the job of the ICC.
Absolutely.
Last what?
Just had a point to it. See, I think it is mostly about franchise cricket. There's so much about franchise cricket. So many leagues are going around. You have a CPL. You have now South Africa themselves have a league. USA had there's a league with major league that was with USA a couple of years ago, last year as well. And obviously you have IPL, you have BBL, BPL as well. So with so many leagues around, I think become difficult to hold tie series. I asked this question to Gary Stead as well, especially considering the fact that New Zealand have been losing a lot of players to these leagues. A lot of them have been taking freelance contracts, and he kind of agreed when I did an exclusive with him that it's tough for teams like New Zealand because they're losing out on players. So I think that is the main reason why you can't hold too many try series. Yes, it's not a viable option as well, because with a third team, with a neutral team, not many fans come out and watch it. That is what happened with a lot of try series in Australia at the fag end of the try series competition back in late 2000s. That with the third team, with a neutral team, not many fans came out to watch. So I think it's not a viable option either. Maybe in T20s they can hold try series a few times and see how it goes.
So I want to ask a question, Bharat, and maybe the other two panelists as well, Gargi, Boria. So is there anything wrong with that kind of a progression? If you look at football, there is a dominance of franchise-based football, and then there is the World Cup basically where multinations are playing. So there is no concept of, or very little concept of basically a bilateral kind of tourney. So is cricket also moving in that same direction? I mean, to Bharat's point is the question that I'm wondering.
To some extent, yes, I agree. But one has to understand that cricket is played slightly differently, because it's mainly about certain Commonwealth nations that play this sport. Yes, I understand there are teams like Belgium, there are teams like Austria, Mongolia, but mainly they comprise of players from subcontinent only. So it's mainly about Commonwealth nations. So considering that, I'm not very sure to what extent franchise cricket will work. For example, when it comes to BPL, we are seeing even with PSL, they're kind of struggling these days to make money. So uh, whether some of these leagues will sustain over a period of time, that is, I think, the bigger question. I like what I see with the South Africa T20 League. They have done some good work. And 100, it was drawing some good crowds, good, and a lot of fans were coming in. And I think it is working decently. Obviously, with IPL, it's doing a lot of money, but I'm not very sure whether a lot of leagues will sustain over a period of time. And that is a bigger question. And the quality of cricket as well. With certain leagues like BPL, what I've seen with fixing also coming into the equation, there have been a lot of speculations that fixing happens with leagues like BPL, and that is not helping either. So I'm not 100% sure whether it will sustain some of the leagues, but I think that will be the way forward. A lot of leagues will take over cricket in the future as well.
Yep. Interesting perspective. Thank you, Bharat.
Yeah. All right. On that note, we shall call it a live. We've got much more to do. So tomorrow we'll be back once again. I think this is our last live show from the day. And
Yeah.
we'll be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled.
Quick chat. Lelu.
Oh, super chat. My bad, Shivangi. I almost missed that. Shivangi is saying it's so disappointing waiting for this irrelevant Asia Cup to pass and watch ODIs. Watch Virat bat and then all this news. I'm fed up. What's real news? Question mark. I mean, by all logic, he deserves to play. So why not?
He will play. Who's asked that he will not play? I mean, the selectors have asked for a clarity is all that we know, Shivangi. I have said this to you today. I've said it multiple times and I'm saying it now. I have every reason to believe that he will play and you will get to watch. So there is absolutely no reason for you to feel disheartened or feel disappointed. if you ask me, I'll 100% say that you will see him go to Australia, and you will watch him in Australia on the 19th, 23rd, and 25th of October.
All right. So we'll be back very soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share our content